Hello everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix on Fire Unleashed.
Phoenix on Fire? What? This is for yours.
Oh, or Lazarus Out Loud. It's been a while. Kind of halted on the Harry Potter because he was getting a little bit scared of some of the story, which I get because I was a little bit.
What's your name again?
He didn't like when Dobby started hurting himself.
Dobby and what's the dog's name again?
Fluffy?
Fluffy.
Well, we did finish the first book.
Yeah.
We got past Fluffy, but Dobby hitting himself incessantly is too much.
Was even scarier.
Yeah, it's a really sad
Anyway,
element of the story, I agree.
we're in the class. It's kind of like we're outside, I know.
We're in the fake grass
We're in the
by the Giving Tree in the Enterprise Library.
glass. And it's like we can see the door.
There's a little patio thingy.
That's dark. Mommy!
So today we have two Octonauts books
That I found.
that he found all on his own.
And we have a full set of these, 3 or 4 books, right?
We have like 10 at least. There's a box set of like at least 10. I'll show you when we get home.
We can read one of them?
Yeah, or all of them. Whatever you want.
All of them.
Okay. So we've got the Octonauts and the Great Ghost Reef. And we've got the Octonauts and the FROWN FISH. Which one do you want to read first? FROWN FISH it is. Right. So on the front we've got...
It has Shillington, Dashy, the captain of course, and a frown fish, and Tune-Up.
Which one? Is that the FROWN FISH? Yeah, the pink things. He knows all the characters. I don't.
And Tune-Up back here.
Oh, Turnip? Turnip?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, let's start.
Okay. British?
Yeah.
Right, my British accent is a little bit rusty. This book belongs to the Las Vegas County Library District. 7060 Windmill Lane. Oh, this belongs to the really other library that we didn't go to. I'm gonna sneeze.
Why did you do it?
Thank you. Because it was, we would have had to take the 215 home if we went to the other library. My apologies, I had to grab a tissue from our camera setup, which is my handbag.
And the camera just fell over. One right there.
Excuse me again. My allergies are quite something else, and not in a good way.
And one thing about them is that, what was I gonna say? A nose red from blowing it too much.
Yes, and I've been sneezing since I woke up. That's why I woke up, because I was sneezing. But conveniently, it was right before my alarm went off. Okay. The Octonauts and the FROWN FISH.
There's, Peso.
Peso?
Yeah.
Peso the penguin? Tink Tonk is playing a xylophone. That's fun.
Piano like yours.
Well, that's a xylophone. It's a little bit different. A xylophone you hit with this little tongue thingy. Piano you press with your fingers. This would be a good instrument for you to learn. I think it has similar notes to the piano. I can play songs on it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay. I can play really simple songs on the xylophone, like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, apologies again. Do you forgive me? My disgusting allergy flare. It has been ongoing because of the wind and other reasons. Alright. I think I'm good. Hopefully. Maybe for now. Okay. So on this page, do you want to tell us what that is?
There's the octopus. Can you turn it around so that the folks can see too?
Well, I'm showing the camera, so like, there's that. He says that's the octopod.
Yeah.
That's so you can see.
Looks like a manta ray, and I don't know what those are.
These are little houses. It looks like. Kind of looks like they have faces too. Okay, so it was a quiet and rainy afternoon at the bottom of the ocean when ... Manta ray houses with faces. Crab. There's fishies with umbrellas because they just said it's raining in the ocean. Interesting. Okay, anyway. No comments from the mummy gallery. Professor Inkling was dusting his dust jackets.
And there's the Octonauts going on.
Oh no. Well, that's so later. He's dusting his dust jackets. His book covers. Quasi Kitten was watering his catnip. Tunip the vegetable was tossing a salad. Peso Penguin was pinging. Oh, pinging? Oh, interesting. He's playing ping pong for table tennis. That's cute. Tweak Bunny was playing a game.
We should start playing that.
We could. You don't have a table, but we could. They have some.
Or maybe we can use the table in the house.
With like little ping pong balls. It's a good idea.
Yeah, the table. But we don't have any tennis rackets.
We'll have to buy some mini ones, some ping pong rackets, table tennis rackets. We can do that.
That'll be fun. We can even video it.
Yeah, Mommy's not very good. You'll probably beat me. Actually, I've really never tried to be good at it. I don't know. Athleticism is not my strong suit, typically. Captain Barnacle's bear was singing in the rain. He is singing in the rain. Shellington Sea Otter was ponging. He's ponging with Peso Penguin, who is pinging. They're playing ping pong. Dashy Dog was... Sorry, it's hard to read upside down. Dashy Dog was sounding the Octo Alert. Oh, that's what you had said. Octo Alert.
There must have been something going on.
We'll find out. The crew hurried down to HQ to find Dashy monitoring Octopod's screens anxiously.
And it's still on.
Mm-hmm. And there's
the FROWN FISH on the screen.
Yeah, that's why he's anxious. There's a fish with a very big frown outside, she reported to the others. He looks so glum that all the creatures around him are starting to get upset too. They're congregating in the octopod. And there's more colleagues and other fishies, and they're all getting sad because their frown fish is sad. I can't find a fish like him on the Octonet, Dr. Shellington said excitedly. Could he be a new species? Octonauts, we should investigate, Professor Inkling declared. And on this screen it says Octonet BBs V2. Load frown fish 8.1. Smiley fish, angry fish, hungry fish, sleepy fish, silly fish, frown fish. File, there's a question mark next to frown fish. File not found. Currently Mommy is sleepy / silly / hungry fish. What about you? I'm all three.
I'm all three too.
You're sleepy, hungry, and silly?
Yes.
Mwah. Mostly silly and hungry. Up close, the little fish looked even gloomier. Why are you so sad? Dashy asked with concern. But the fish only replied, whoa, whoa. What a dilemma. None of the Octonauts spoke frownness. Wait, none of the Octonauts spoke frownese. Frownness, frownese. He's just like, glub, 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 glub. What is? Perhaps if we understood his language and we could help him, Dr. Shellington proposed. And then Shellington and Dashi spent hours in the lab trying to learn Frownese, but it proved to be a very difficult language to translate. So they've got
Dashi writing down Frownese words.
yeah, she's trying. So there's glub does not equal sock, glub does not equal 2 turnips, glub does not equal cookie, and glub might equal, what do you think glub means? I think it means carry on, soldier. Just kidding, I don't know. Mommy. Okay. I don't think we can work much longer, Dashi sighed. I'm starting to feel unhappy myself. Let's think of other ways to cheer him up. So Dashi is a bit exhausted from working so hard at this.
She's like, we've been trying,
but nothing is working quite right. She's got her microscope, her baby pet turtle, her baby pet goldfish, kind of looks like Nemo, or Marlin. She's got her lab results. She's got her notes. She's got the whole toolbox at her disposal. And she still can't crack the case. What? It's cold. Okay. Playing music with my friends always brightens my day, Peso suggested. He invited everyone to pick up an instrument. So Peso's on the xylophone, making good music. Pluck, pluck. This guy, who's this guy? The monkey one. Shellington is playing the harp. That's a very nice instrument. Wah, wah, dong. Strum, strum. The alligators are playing, looks like violas or violins. Tap, tap. The octopus is conducting. Chang, chang. The little crab is on the percussion. Wheeze. And, who's this guy? Who's this guy? No. Who's that?
The captain.
The captain is on the accordion. Who's that? The crab. Does he have a name?
He didn't have an name.
Oh, okay, he's an NPC. Who's this guy, the walrus? You know?
No.
NPC. Anyway, okay.
NPC.
Non-player character. They're like a background
I
character.
mean, like,
Minor background.
unknown.
Unnamed, yeah. It's a video game term. Tell your dad NPC and he'll be impressed. Oompa, the seahorse, ouch. The seahorse is playing the trumpets. Twang. This guy, who's this guy?
Tweak.
Tweak, the rabbit or whatever, is playing a mandolin or a banjo. The squid is playing the keyboard, or I guess that looks like an organ. This guy is playing a viola, bass, I don't know. Ding dong, the penguin is playing. Okay, so we already said that. Clang, the pineapple turnips are playing the cymbals, cymbals or something. The cat is playing the drums. The FROWN FISH is playing the gong. Okay. As the crew gathered together to play a happy song, other creatures joined in. There was a clam coppola group, a sea orchestra, and a baritone wail. Run, run, run. Unfortunately, the FROWN FISH didn't have an ear for music and continued to pout. He just hits the gong with his gong, gong, gong. Man, the music didn't cheer him. Ow, please stop. You're like pinching my skin. Okay.
Why'd you say
Just
ow?
be careful, buddy. Like when you're like pinching my skin, it's ouchy. Okay. It's hard to feel sad when you're being glamorous, Quasi announced with a flourish. Which one's Quasi? Oh, the cat. Okay. Let's have a dress-up party. That's a good idea. That's fun. So this guy is dressed up as a lord of some kind. Quasi is a fairy. This guy's a Hawaiian luau dancer. This guy's a pirate. Tunip's a giraffe. Tweak is also a giraffe. This guy's got a masquerade mask on. Ooh, who's the penguin again? Pesos. Peso is a mummy. Who's the monkey? Monkey is Shellington?
Shellington, yes.
Shellington is a detective or an explorer of some kind. This guy is a butler. They've got party hats on. Okay. Little fish tried on many different costumes. We've got a cowboy, a ghost, a princess, a magic user level 20, aka a wizard. Stop pulling my hair, please. A vampire, a bumblebee, a clown, a doctor, an ice cream cone, a rock star, a Frankenstein, and where's the frown fish? We've got a full array of fun and scary. But none of them could disguise his sadness. Oh, this is all different costumes for the frown fish. I get it now. Which one do you like the best? Let me see. The princess? I like... He does not look like a rock star. Like Frankenstein, magic user level 20, aka wizard, and doctor and cowboy. Okay. Dashi held up her favorite camera and asked, why don't we visit famous snail gardens? We could have a photography field trip. And they're like off to the snail gardens taking photos. That looks really peaceful and pretty. Looks like some kind of activity. Anyway, the Octonauts took photos of big snails and little snails, striped snails and polka dot snails. The frown fish, however, wouldn't even smile for the camera. See, oh, there's like all the different fishies or snails, and he's still sad. Ouchie, be careful. Okay. Lady, it's not funny, it really actually hurts. Okay. A game of miniature golf always tickles my fancy, revealed Dr. Shellington. Mommy likes mini golf too. I played mini golf the other day at the Mandalay Bay. The group putted...
Mandalay Bay, that's where you study oceans.
Yeah, there is the shark reef there, but they also have a new mini golf place. It's only for adults, so...
Mini golf?
Mini golf's super fun. I'll take you to the one at Town Square sometime when it's cooler outside.
When?
When it gets cooler outside. It's too hot right now. It's outside, so... I love mini golf. Okay. The group putted and swung their way through many aquatic obstacles. Sand shark traps, sea dragons, and electric eel tunnels. That's very cool. That looks super fun. That would definitely cheer me up. The frown fish scored a hole-in-one on the king crab course, but he didn't look any happier. Hole-in-one, that's super difficult. I didn't get a single hole-in-one. Actually, neither me nor Kayla nor even Adam got a hole-in-one at the golf place. Okay. I like working with my paws. Let's build something, Tweak suggested. Surrounded by gadgets and contraptions, the crew constructed a robo-tank for the frown fish. Okay, now they're in the man cave, or the octo cave, building stuff and inventing things, like tools and stuff. Tweak. Huh? Ooh, which one's that?
That sea.
Oh. Tweak stood back and admired their work. Now our friend can use his new sea legs to visit us inside the octopod. And they built this boat, which Phoenix says is called the Gup Sea. He knows all. If possible, the frown fish looked even frownier. What? Okay. Tunip chirped eagerly as it led the group into the kitchen. Vegetables love to cook and bake. Maybe the frown fish is hungry, Dr. Shellington interpreted helpfully. The whole crew set out to make their favorite pastries. They baked kelp cakes, kelp muffins, and even a fancy kelp souffle. Ooh, fancy, fancy. I don't know about the kelp part, but baking can be fun. I like eating baked goods. I don't really like the baking part. Grandma likes that kind of stuff. The frown fish ate an entire plate of cookies, but he still looked unsatisfied. Guess he was hungry. A lot of cookies. There's nothing like perusing the printed word to stimulate the intellect and galvanize the imagination, Professor Inkling exclaimed to a confused crew. To the library, my delightful colleagues. That's where we are right now. That is what Mommy enjoys. I much prefer reading to baking and or building things. That's me. This library looks super neat too. There's like a step ladder and everything. Professor Inkling read from his favorite book of jokes, but the frownfish didn't laugh once. Frownfish must not have funny bones, Inkling decided. The other Octonauts weren't too sure. They didn't get the jokes either. It says clown fishing around. Hey, are you listening to my tale? You're my audience. For now. I always feel better after I exercise, Captain Barnacle said. The Octonauts swooshed down the slide, climbed the jungle gym, and rode the seesaw. And it looks like they swung on the swing too. Okay. That looks super fun. I liked the jungle gym when I was a kid, and that looks like a fun slide. It's metal. Metal slides are the best. Peso and the frownfish sat on the merry-go-round while Quasi pushed them faster and faster until, whoop, the frownfish flew right off. Ooh, at least his expression changed from sad to shocked or surprised, or scared, or all of it. The little fish turned, bounced, and rolled over. Let's see, turned, bounced, rolled over. Everyone rushed over in alarm. They had only been trying to cheer him up, but now he might have gotten hurt. Call the medic. To the Octonauts' surprise, the frownfish had a big smile on his face. What? He's a masochist? Just kidding. Bad joke. Of course, Professor Inkling realized. He's not a frownfish. He's an upside-down fish. And in the encyclopedia he whipped out, it says, upside-down catfish. Cynodontis nigrivenitris, whatever, I can't read that. I think that's made up, but maybe it's not. These whiskered fish like to spend time upside down. They also enjoy music, costume parties, field trips, miniature golf, tinkering, baking, reading, and exercising. Wow, it's all the activities they tried on him. There are different types of fish that swim upside down. It's easier for them to spot food. This chap is a fine example of an upside-down catfish. Huh, I wonder if that's a real thing. I'm assuming that it is. Everyone laughed in relief to discover that their new friend had been smiling the whole day. The catfish made a big and turned himself back upside down. Or was it right side up? The end. I'm sad this book is over, says Little Baby Pet Turtle. That's funny. Do you want, and now you can read the cast list. Okay, I'm gonna read the cast list so I can get the note. These are the Octonauts on the back page, for those who are unfamiliar like myself. Captain Barnacles is a brave polar bear extraordinaire and the leader of the Octonauts crew. He is always the first to rush in and help whenever there's a problem. In addition to adventuring, Barnacles enjoys playing his accordion and writing in his captain's log. Captain Barnacles, the polar bear. Peso penguin. Peso is the medic for the team. He's an expert at bandaging and always carries his medical kit with him in case of emergencies. He's not too fond of scary things, but if a creature is hurt or in danger, Peso can be the bravest Octonaut of all. Oh, sorry, buddy, be careful. Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to show the camera. Are you okay? Sorry, he moved, so I ended up hitting him. Are you okay? Want me to pause the video? Okay, I'm gonna pause the video. I just accidentally got him in the eye with the book. Thank you for listening.